welcome back to World of Warcraft Cataclysm Classic Blind. Although, to be fair, we are doing more things back in the older expansions currently. Just a couple things. Like, fixing up this here sword. We need to bring this to the Halls of Reflection. To Sword's Rest inside Halls of Reflection. And in there, we'll use it on it. Or something like that. It's tempered, and it's pulling us towards a new location. Take it into Ice Crown Citadel's Halls of Reflection. Be on your guard. I'll be waiting for you in the Frozen Halls. No, you won't. You're just gonna keep standing here. That's why we're standing here. So we can make this work for us. In theory. Specific dungeon. Halls of Reflection. One of two Wrath of the Lich King normal dungeons available. Not even any of the heroic or any of those other things are available. Just Cataclysm normal, then these special troll ones, then heroic and Protocol Inferno. You would have thought like the Protocol Beta or Gamma or whatever would be available. That's a higher level dungeon than just the base level 80 ones right here. Whatever. Next question, is anyone doing these dungeons? Seems unlikely. Do we have any estimated time? Queue time less than a minute currently. I can see there being nobody doing these. We'll give it some time though, because it would definitely be less of an issue with more people. We managed to just barely make our way through the previous two dungeons down there. Barely succeeding getting the bars and stuff for the sword the first time. Having to become invisible to sneak past the boss in the second dungeon to temper it. And now the third one, which was more difficult. At least, used to be. Really depends how things interact with our whole only healing from a Bloodthirst and Victory Rush business. Or we could get the tank set going. Also possibly an option. We'll let this run for a bit. Would be good. It is not looking great so far. There's been another person in here for most of the time. And then there was a tank for a little bit, but then they left. So, not really happening. I'm gonna see how this goes. Possibly just need to try later. Could be more active, not on this day, at this time. Well, let's get all of our buffs up. We will see what we can get up to. There's a lot of guys in here, so that means a lot of opportunities to heal myself. At least that's the dream. Get the potion going. Get a scroll. And some of this. A little bit of whatever we can get here. Halls of Reflection. Open the gate. Here we go. Let's reflect on our choices here. And our ability to do anything. This is Sword's Rest.
The chill of this place.
We're right where we need to be.
Halt! Do
I can
not
feel my
carry
blood
that blade
freezing.
any further.
Yeah, this is the whole thing.
What is that? Up ahead.
I'm carrying the blade further. Oh, there goes the blade. Quel'Delar
Do you
says the
realize
presence.
what you've done?
Oh boy. I don't realize what I've done. Quel'Delar. Oh, light brilliant. Leaves some life in the presence of Frostmourne. What's the plan here? Sword is spinning around. What are you doing? It's a sword. We have to fight the sword. Prepares to attack. We are fighting a sword. Yeah. Spin. away from the spinning. I'm spinning. We get away from the spinning? This is seem. Defeat the sword. This is not what I expected to be doing. Fight the sword. Okay. We've subdued it.
Forged this blade from Serenite, the very blood of an old god. The power of the Lich King calls to this weapon. Each moment you tarry here, Quel'Delar drinks in the evil of this place. There is only one way to cleanse this sword. Make haste for the Sunwell, and immerse the blade in its waters. I can resist Frostmourn's call no more.
Okay. Well, that was definitely something. Definitely did not need a group for that. I just fight the sword. Fascinating. Hey Jana, how's it going? We need to return to the Frozen Halls. That's a lie. I'm gonna fly back to the other guy. Go to the Sunwell, they say. Slightly concerning. This guy in here? I doubt it. In the Frozen Halls. All of this is the Frozen Halls. I don't think he's here. Okay. Well, let's go back over to where they're actually at. Get to the Sunwell. How do we go about doing that? I think there was a portal. The Sunwell, somewhere else. We'll figure it out. Get to the Sunwell. Then up here. Quel'Delar, Dunstar, Sunwell Plateau. Yep. Okay. Sunwell. It's level 70. So this was... I think there was a portal in Shattrath that goes to the Sunwell. Or at least there was. It was more in the middle. They got rid of all the portals in Dalaran that went everywhere. We get to Shattrath, we can get through the portal there, I think. That's like the only way to get there. As far as I remember. Not like we spent a lot of time at the Sunwell. Just went in. Quickly died that one time. I think we did the regular dungeon though. Yeah, whatever. We'll see if that's actually what we need to do. It sounds like it though. Didn't even need to do any of the actual dungeon for that. Wild stuff. That's okay. Sword's compulsion has been overcome for now. Fascinating. It's definitely quite the interesting sword here. There's another sword. What happened inside the Halls of Reflection? Fought a sword. I had not thought it possible for evil to take hold in such a sword. I suppose it was naive of me. If the greatest of Dragonkind's creations could be corrupted and turned against them, why not a mere sword? If this advice is wise, Eric Erickson, I would urge you to heed it quickly.
Good luck, Ray.
Journey to the Sunwell. Take Quel'Delar to the Sunwell as quickly as possible, Eric Erickson. Trust in Hither's words. When he says you will not always be able to control the blade while it is subject to the evil of the Lich King's influence. You must travel to the Isle of Quel'Delar, and there seek entry to the Sunwell itself, where you can cleanse the sword. The guardians of the Sunwell will not simply allow you to walk in, so you must find Halram Brightwing, who will be inspecting the guards there. Go to the Sunwell Plateau. You will receive 2 gold.
Be careful.
It's quite the process here. Tempered. Subdued. Working. Okay. How are we getting there? Should be... Go to Stormwind. And then there's a portal that goes to the Dark Portal. Go through the portal. Fly to Shattrath. Take the portal there to the Isle. Good enough. Good enough. Probably other teleport options. The fact that they got rid of all the portals in Dalaran. Cataclysm came out. Not that we have an easy way of getting to Dalaran. Or we could have just kept our location there in Dalaran. Well, that changed too. Anyways, to the Mage Quarter, Mage Tower business here. Through a portal, through another portal. This is happening again. A lot of dragons all over the place. Constantly. It's a good time. Okay. In here. In here. Blasted lands. Okay. Fly from here to the portal. It's still very strange that flying was not added to the places that were added in Burning Crusade, but on the mainlands, when the rest of the mainland does now allow flying. Whatever. We can fly here, we can fly here. Just not out there. Couple places. Blood Mist, Azure Mist. Over towards that other city where we had to walk into the enemy capital. That did not go well. But we managed. Just like we managed to fight a sword. It's very spinny. Sure, there'd be a bit of tactics to not have the sword spin all over you. But it didn't seem like we were running away quick enough to not be getting hit. So just kind of sitting there taking it. Worked well enough. Okay. Angle for a shot right here. And we're good. We go through another portal with the sword. Will we need to do things at the Sunwell? Good question. There's been a variety of requirements in the dungeons for this whole quest chain. Find some bars, probably need to fight the things as you get past them. Just sneak past the last boss. Not do the dungeon at all. No telling, really. No telling. Suppose we will find out once we get there. And we're getting there. 4%. Percent-based bonuses would stack with all the massively higher stats. 90, 300, 132. We got stats. Strength is at 5,900, stamina 6,800, 144 agility, 58 intellect, 82 spirit. Provides no benefit. Yeah. Or crit would be fine. I do like some crit. Right, here's Terracar Forest. And here is the city. We got bonus here from that. Awesome. The server is incredibly lopsided to Alliance, so not that that really matters for us. I think most PvP is game-wide these days. Let's see, we got a portal around here. We got a portal. Shamtrath portal to Isle of Quel'Delar. This is Quel'Delar. Close. Similar. Alright. Can we fly here? Answer is no. Make that a third place we can't fly. Okay. Make our way down here. Okay. Turn to 100% Dawnstar Village. This way? Just the main guys near the boats and everything? Probably. Staging area. This is Dawnstar Village. There's some enemy tank. We'll find the person we're looking for here. Hunter Brightwing. Should be around here somewhere. Or in there. Also possible. You can just see it on the map here. Archmage. Let's go through here. Potentially. Maybe. Oh, there he is. Journey to the Sunwell? Yep. We're journeying, alright. It was a bit of a journey. He is right outside. Okay. Hey.
Anaria Shola.
What brings you here? Sword.
Death to all who oppose us.
Admit you to the Sunwell? That's impossible. The Sunwell is the most sacred and important site of our people. We've only recently reclaimed it with help of the Shattered Sun Offensive. It's not a place for tourists or travelers.
Farewell.
But Thorian Dawnseeker, if you truly bear Quel'Delar, Eric Erickson, I might be able to admit you to the Sunwell. If you know the Blade's history, you recall that it was born by Thorian Dawnseeker in defense of the Sunwell against the Scourge. He fell in what is now the Dead Scar, buying time for his men to make their own preparations. Find his remains near the southern end of the Dead Scar on this isle. Visit them, and if his spirit gives you its blessing, I'll allow you to enter the Sunwell. Okay?
Salama Ashalanore.
The southern end of the Dead Scar. Let's go around here, I suppose. Making our way that way. Assuming we don't need to be actually, like, inside anything. They weren't gonna let us inside, though. We just have the question if the Sunwell is still a dungeon or whatever. Suppose we might find out. They weren't going to let us in, so one would think. Southern end of the Scar here. Whole big thing here. This is the whole Dead Scar. Looks like it doesn't have walls up at the end here. Either that or we need to go back around. That's fine too. Sun's Reach, Magister's Terrace. What's the other dungeon here? Alright. Making it work, maybe. Because he's holding on to the sword for now. Don't have that anymore. We'll go into magical quest items inventory. Things get taken out and taken back in constantly. Alright. Here's the Dead Scar. Looking nice. Discovered the Dead Scar. Never came up this way before. It's alright. Down this way, I suppose. There's a Nightmare Vine. Let's find this corpse. Can we walk into the middle here? Potentially. Some magic. Thorian Dawnseeker's remains. Hey. These appear to be the remains of Thorian Dawnseeker, the last wielder of Quel'Delar. Oh, those guys.
We must defend the Sunwell from the enemy at all costs. I am ordering you to withdraw to the Sunwell proper to help prepare the defenses. I will make my stand here and buy you as much time as I'm able. Use it well and make our prince proud. It has been a great honor to fight beside you in defense of our land and our people. You, stranger, you are not one of my soldiers. Will you stay and stand with me to face the enemy?
You betcha. Are they?
Listen well, Scourge Defilers. None of you will reach the Sunwell, so long as I stand.
You'll fall on your lands to see, have before you. Will win a great victory here, and none will remember your name. Forward. Moreland Cold Grip. Look at these guys. Oh no, Scourge zombies with 10,000 health. We'd both do the spins. Having a good time. Oh, ghoul invaders. You fall before the might of the scourge. Crypt raiders, attack! Oh, they're doing crypt stuff. Crypt scarabs. We got help for this too. Lorian is doing good. I shall kill you myself. No, you won't. Goodbye. Lorian's blessing obtained.
I wasn't meant to survive this attack. Why has this happened? Why have you come here? It's Quel'Delar. You possess the sword.
Not currently.
I don't know how, but the blade has chosen you to be its new wielder. Take it with my blessing, and wield it against the scourge as I once did.
Okay. Fantastic. Use use your standby 79 your Eldritch by 40. Sure. Alright. Well, that was the easiest part so far. Seems to just getting easier. We've died quite a few times getting the bars part. Then we died quite a few times not knowing we could just sneak past the last boss. Then we just had to fight one sword, and then a couple guys with even less health. I'm sure bringing this into the Sunwell is not going to be trivial, though. We will see. Or maybe it's just going to be a narrative portion, and then everything's fine. Also a potential option, I suppose. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Because we're here. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. Whee! Okay. Back around. Up here. Is this Listen to Kings? These are these ones. Okay. Back to the entrance to talk to Haldoran. Should be good. Or not. Again, we're about to find out. We completed this part, though. That's what counts. That counts for something. Cool.
Anu Belore de la Na.
I confess that I did not expect Lorian's spirit to recognize you as the heir to Quel'Delar, but I defer to his judgment. You may enter the Sunwell. I remind you that you are a guest in her most sacred of precincts. You should act accordingly.
We will have justice.
The purification of Quel'Delar. I was skeptical that you had actually reforged Quel'Delar, and I did not expect Lorian's spirit to reveal itself to you. You cannot understand what it means to me and the rest of my people. Quel'Delar has been recovered. As promised, I'll admit you to the Sunwell. You'll find the leaders of Silvermoon within. Carry the sword to the chamber of the Sunwell and immerse it. They will bond to you. When that happens, carry it to Hellas Brightspear at Quel'Delar's rest. Immerse the tempered sword in the Sunwell.
The reckoning is at
It's right in
hand.
here, right? Gate. Sunwell. That's it. Shepherd's Gate. Sunwell Plateau. In the Sunwell. It's a portal.
The dark times will
We're ready to
pass.
enter the Sunwell. They're going to escort us into the Sunwell. Okay. Sure. Discovered Sunwell Plateau. Oh, this. Blood Elf Pilgrims hanging out down there. A wild looking place. Shrine of the Eclipse. 25 man used to be a dungeon. Alright. Probably go down into that there. That looks like a sun well kind of idea. Can we jump down? Yes, we can. Sunwell Guardians. What else, Pilgrims? This would have been a dungeon. Or a raid. 25 deals probably a raid. Okay. Let us go in here. Lords and ladies, I present Nick Erickson, bearer of Quel'Delar. That's me. Cherlane Galleries. Alright. There's the portal to Dalaran. Just jump in the light. Cleanse it in the light. And it is... It really be a Quel'Delar? We shall see. There's the sword. Sucking in the sun magic. Restored and good. Look at it. It's certainly Quel'Delar. So it is. You have my thanks, Eric Erickson. Restoring Quel'Delar to its rightful owners. It's actually me. He's gonna try to take the sword. It's gonna be rejected. Hey, yeah. Go, sword, go. Ah! Yep. What's the meaning of this treachery? Ice prison. Drop your weapon and surrender, traitor. What am I doing, Math? There's no treachery here. Call off your men. Whose own foolishness caused his injuries. Quel'Delar is not chosen, it chooses its master.
Our enemies will fall.
Guards, return to your posts. You really think you can stop me?
Lies ahead.
Uh-huh. That's what you came for, Eric Erickson. Take the sword and be gone, and you, Oric, have a care what you say in this sacred place. These guys. Get the sword back to Dalaran through the portal, Eric Erickson. You know what many Hunterai have dreamt for years. Quel'Delar has been restored at last. Alright. And then he just disappeared entirely. He's back. Sword. That's restored. Now they do give us these nice convenient portals to Dalaran. Which I guess is something. I'm going to... here at least. Okay. Here is Dalaran. Let's down to the middle section here. We fly in Dalaran. Always a good time. Anyways. Let's angle this right where we need to be. Rose's Fall, Quel'Delar's Rest. Quel'Delar. Up this way. There you go. Well, that was pretty straightforward, turns out. Wild. Wild stuff. Quite the destinations required for this whole situation. Okay. I guess we will not need to worry about getting a group together for that other dungeon that nobody wanted to do. We'll still need to worry about getting a group together for raids. Maybe. But at least go check them out. Or something. We'll figure out something here. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. We're getting through this. That's what we're getting through. Alright. Down this way. This is Quel'Delar's Rest. So that's the sword. This is actually the sword. Got it.
What brings you here?
I've been doing your time in the Sunwell. Awesome stuff.
Good luck, friend.
This is unbelievable, Eric Erickson. You've really done it. All of the Quel'Derai have heard of Dawnseeker and Quel'Delar, but no one ever thought the sword would be restored.
Be careful.
A victory for the Silver Covenant. 550 reputation. In spite of Queen Lothel's boasting, you've restored Quel'Delar, Eric Erickson. Long have we dreamt of reclaiming Quel'Delar. Silver Covenant, indeed all Quel'Derai, owe you a debt of gratitude. Risa Windrunner, the leader of the Silver Covenant, asks to see you after you return from the Sunwell. Take Quel'Delar with you and go to Dalaran's Violet Citadel, where she waits. Eric Erickson. Back to Dalaran. Okay.
Till next we meet.
Back to Dalaran. Let's try back this way. It's a giant floating city in the sky. Pretty noticeable. Restored Quel'Delar. Okay. It looked like there was options. I'm sure this would have been a very nice sword to get as a reward when it first was available. All the upgrades and stats and everything, especially in Cataclysm, have gone wildly out of control. It's just to be neat to have, and to have in the appearance options. And just have it as a trophy. Not that we got the sword in the first place, it's a gift, but we did the quest for it. That counts for the slightest amount of something. I think it was like the broken part was like tradable maybe? I mean, it was tradable since we got it traded to us, so could have just purchased it and done all these quests that way. Anyways, we need to go to the Violet Tower here. This one? Yep, outside. Here is Windrunner.
What brings
Hey.
you here?
Is it true that you've restored Quel'Delar? Yep.
I am listening.
This is nothing short of an amazing accomplishment, Eric Anderson. The day that Norian and Astarion fell, the same day that Quel'Delar was lost, was one of the darkest of my life. To see Quel'Delar restored is beyond words. Without a doubt, you are meant to be the true bearer of the blade. Quel'Delar's magic is already adapting the blade to your skills and strengths. We get to choose our reward, which of the swords we want. We've got... all of them are two-handed... oh, this is one-handed sword. One-handed sword, main-hand sword. This is two-handed sword, strength, stamina, crit, and haste. This is two-handed sword, agility, stamina, crit, and haste. One-handed sword, agility, stamina, crit, and haste. And main-hand sword of stamina, crit, haste, and spell power. Alright. We're going to take the two-handed strength sword version. Not even terrible as a sword here. Only problem is obviously it being level 251 instead of 359. It's got some good crit to it. Because the other swords don't have any crit, but that's okay. Yeah. 267 damage per second compared to 623. Still, pretty cool. Requires level 80. This would have been a probably very good level 80 sword compared to our pretty good level 85 swords. That's alright. Quest complete. Sword in the Skull. It's a great day for all who oppose the Lich King. Harrison has taken up the ancient blade, Quel'Delar, in the name of the Silver Covenant. Fantastic. Okay. Let's get a look at this sword then, shall we? I mean, we already saw the sword. It's probably gonna look like that. But... see it in action here. And... Quel'Delar, Cunning of the Shadows may add to your appearance. Quel'Delar, Might of the Faithful. I guess that's the one-handed and two-handed versions. This is Might of the Faithful. Yeah, that's a pretty good looking sword. It is a pretty good looking sword. How fancy. Is it as good as our Masterwork Deathblade? Yeah, probably. Got the fancy runes on it. Nice shape of the sword. Fancy other bits of it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And that completes that. Okay. Is this a PvP quest or a low-level quest or what? Switching is key. 1 gold. Alright. We can turn off tracking of low-level quests here. Something we could do is look around to see what other quests exist. Even if it's just in Cataclysm quests. I mean, there's going to be all the new low-level Cataclysm quests. But that's a whole separate idea. We've still got our 4 things here. We got the troll stuff, which we can at least get into those dungeons with the group finder. Just have to convince people to go out of their way to do extra stuff in there for no reason. And then we have these raids. I think I want to go scope these out. See what the situation is like. Over at Coalfang Reservoir and Tempest Keep. Or at least one of them. Depending on how things go. Next time. Goodbye.